What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the stream. I am going to go over my trades for the day with you guys, as well as maybe possibly get into a live trade on OBSV here. It's breaking below the VWAP, and we've gotten some downward momentum after the push it had today. It's up over 50% on the day. So from 227 yesterday, basically 220s, it's gone up to over $4 today. It's pulling back now. So we were basically trading it short in the top here. You can see it had a top of 420, basically 425. It had it earlier, right out of the opening bell. You saw it come up and tap this 425 level and then reject, come up and top again. So you have a double top here. I got in on the second of the double top and shorted. And then again comes up, tries to test the 420 level. I get in, and this time I got faked out. So I got small loser there because I just covered, but then re-shorted once I realized that I was faked out. So then I caught that little move down, and then I reshorted again when I saw it failing to break 4. I was hoping for it to break below the VWAP, but I couldn't get that, so I just kind of took whatever it would give me, kind of thing. So then as it kept trying to break this 420 level, I kept getting in with my stop being above 425, and it just wouldn't break above that level. So I kept kind of getting in and holding mine, and then just covering if it was able to give me a decent cover. So I caught the top of this move here up to 425 and down to 408, basically scalping from the very top, a short position. And then again at 412 here, I was shorting, hoping for it to go lower and break below the VWAP, but then it kind of looked like there was support coming in, so I wanted to at least get the cover in, and I was going to reshort here, but then I kind of looked away for a second, and I missed my opportunity. So then when I came back to it, it was already below the VWAP, and I was like, oh crap. So now I said I was kind of looking for a short if it can't break above the VWAP, so we'll see. So yeah, it's a green day, pretty decent green day, pretty nice. Tilray was probably one of the nicer wins of the day. So I was in shorting in 21.26. Basically, this break below the VWAP setup. So when it breaks below, comes back up, and then can't break above, or doesn't really break above with any sort of confidence. So once you see these topping tails and this kind of resistance forming, I got in with the short, held through a little bit of a push up. So then it was going against me, but immediately you see it rejecting. So I held through that little push up there, and then was able to pound it on the way down, covering some on the first drop on the candle and covering the rest on the last drop there, and then getting in back on the short over here, and then covering as it moved lower, and then you kind of see the volume kind of died off there. So so the Tilray was probably my nicest trades of the day. OBSV is not bad. The first trade on it was probably the nicest, and then the last trade, these ones were kind of iffy, but it was really just because the stock kept faking me out. So if I was able to actually get in at the levels I wanted to and just hold without it faking me out, like I should have just held these 420 levels instead of just covering, but I kept thinking, well, if this thing breaks 420, it's gonna rip, so I don't want to be holding into that, so I just want to take whatever I can get. So these were kind of little scalps in here, and then once it showed me that it wasn't going to break out, I was willing to hold for a bigger move, but then obviously missed the biggest move to break the VWAP here. So now we're coming up to the VWAP, and we'll see what we get here, if we get a rejection or if we get so there's some weakness coming in here. There's still a lot of buyers though. That's one thing like I don't like to see. So we might see some strength. You know, and if this thing continues its uptrend, because now it's forming a base here at 78 and 75, the kind of $0.25 level there is going to act as support maybe, and then if it pushes up, we can see maybe a VWAP reclaim, and then it would show kind of a sign of strength, and we might be looking at a squeeze. So I don't want to be getting in the short too early. But at the same time, this is a pretty tight stop. 92 is your stop. You know, obviously you'd want $4 really as your stop, but because I'm already up so much on the day, I don't really want to be risking a ton. Go over some of my trades from earlier in the week with you guys. Here it's coming back up though. I might give it a test here. Alright, we're gonna get in here 86 and see if we're gonna get a move lower. Oh, so before my order was able to get filled, it pushed lower. Oh, it's pushing back up. So we didn't get filled. Still below. Oh, we did get filled. Weird. Okay. So we got filled at 86, which is currently above the bid. So that was a good fill price. This thing about limit orders that are nice is they allow you to choose your fill price. But either way, this trade can still go against us quickly. So we're going to kind of watch here to see, hoping it kind of rejects from this VWAP level. Buyers coming in at 80. Like I said, that 75, 375 is going to be hard to break. If we can get down towards it, I might cover. Just because it's going to be really hard to break that level. And if we do it, we might get a nice flush, but you don't want to be holding into that. If it pulls back against you, and if you find support, it can bounce back quick. So we'll see. But if I can get down to 75 here, I might give it a quick cover. I might just cover half. Still the same. And as you see, it's finding support here. Was looking weak, but now it's finding support at 80, and there's a lot of buyers stepping in. Don't like it. Don't like this at all. We'll see. Like I said, my stop's still the VWAP. But we wanna see the levels getting broken, so 80 and then 75, or at least 80. But if it keeps holding here, I might just get out because it's starting to look like it's finding a base. And starting with lower highs to move up. Yep. Alright, so I'm out. And it's just this looks like it's forming a base here and then claiming with higher lows. So then if we get a VWAP reclaim or a push towards the VWAP, we're going to get a really serious move. So I don't want to hold into that. Obviously now it kind of looks silly because it might immediately reject. which is the problem, right? This is the problem. It's like I get in and I'm like, oh yeah, and then it's like, no. Oh, missed it. Totally missed it. Oh, no. Maybe not. I kind of like this for the short now, actually. Starting to get that selling pressure coming in. See if you can give me that nice fill price again. Yep. It is bounced up though. Now it's immediately going against me again. So we'll see. This time I am gonna give the VWAP a hard, you know, as a hard stop now. Same price level, but I just don't want to get faked out again because this thing looks. It's been doing this where it just tries to find support, but then it gives out. See, it's weird when you see on the time sales like ton of green, but then it goes down. And then you start to see green stack up. You're like, okay, well, buying's coming back in. Yeah, so you want to see a break 80 here and then move towards 75. If it can't break 75, well then we'll see. But yeah, here's 80. Oh, buyers coming in. Bounce back up. Support at 80 again. Back up. I'm out there. Hopefully I got filled at 90. Yeah, I did. Out at 90. So 4 cents. Not a big deal. Not much. $5 loss basically. Like I said, VWAP was the stop. Yeah. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. I'm not gonna be trading anymore. This thing is yeah. It's probably gonna sell off. I don't doubt it, but because I'm already up, I don't want to be giving back profits trying to chase something. I'm just gonna take what I have and walk away green and be happy for Friday. yeah, this thing's probably going to immediately reject the VWAP now and, you know, do what it does. Sell off like crazy. Do exactly the move that I've been waiting for. But we'll see. Either way, I don't want to be sitting here waiting for it all day either. You know, I've already traded for like 4 or 5 hours today. Made like almost 20 trades. So, well, probably like closer to 15. But still, decent amount of trades. Been trading this thing for a while, and it's really just been choppy all day. Obviously, you know, I didn't catch the full move there. That would have been the nicest move. But I figured it was going to bounce at the VWAP, and then it kind of just gave out. So, but either way, green is good. And yeah, what else is there to say? Hope you guys had a, oh yeah, sorry about that. I'll show you my trades from earlier in the week. So I had a loss earlier in the week on I'm not sure which stock it was, but one day this week I had a pretty bad loss, and it was not good. Let's just say that it was not good. Actually, no, 5 days. Yeah, it was not good. So DPW yesterday was basically break even. I held the short overnight on DPW from 560, and I covered in 530s. So that was a decent short. Held it overnight. Just saw a history of fading on the daily chart. Was it plug? I think it might have been plug. And LIVE. So LIVE was not good. So LIVE just, it was one of those low float movers, but it was also a high price. So I figured, you know, it looked like it was overextended. It was up over 100%. I was like, hey, let's give this thing a try, and it just kept. I think it, you know, and it got me. One of my worst losses was on this stock on Wednesday. So let's look at that. So LIVE. So this stock here, you know, this is the move that I was waiting for. Is this downward move that happened, in the, you know, down to 18, and I was hoping we'd get some more moves here, but we just didn't get it, and it was one of those things where I just couldn't catch it. You know, I just missed every opportunity, and where I was trying to short it, it just was not working for me. So, you know, and it's funny because when you look at the chart, it's like, man, this thing was just a short if you just shorted it and held. But the problem is that I kept like the first one was like I got in and then it immediately rips against me, so I'm like, okay, covered, and then I kind of, you know, I was kind of like in this thing like, oh no, I missed the top, so then I was trying to catch it after the bounce here, and I was able to catch it, but then, you know, it almost immediately goes against me, and I cover like an idiot because it immediately comes down. So then I reshort like an idiot because it immediately comes back against me and comes back above where I was shorting. So then I'm freaking out here. I'm like, what should I do? So I cover. I wait for a pullback because this, you know, bounced up to almost $25. So I waited for a pullback into 24, covered at 24.50, reshorted at 24.58, covered again as it came back against me and broke 25 again. And, you know, this is one of those things where it's just like you just need to short it, and if it breaks the VWAP, you get out. If it doesn't, just like I did here on OBSV. And this is one of the reasons why, you know, you need to have a clear stop and not just freak out when it immediately goes against you and you're like, oh shit, you know, I'm already down, you know, immediately down almost 10% when, you know, you get in thinking it's going to go lower. But what can you do? You need to have that stop, and if you look, it never goes back above the VWAP the whole day. So if I just hold any of these, but the problem was, you know, this last one I made money on. So this last time when I got in at 25.07 and covered at 23, I made money. So that last one, I got back pretty much everything I lost in these first couple of trades. This first one probably being the worst trade, which was almost $1 loss. And then the last couple of trades were really just me churning shares. This first one, was a bad one. So that gave back everything. Well, back in that, I was basically break even after that last trade, and then that got me back in the red. And then this last trade, it was just me hoping and hoping, like, oh look, now it's gonna break down, and no, it doesn't. So I covered again. So that was bad. The good thing was is that commissions are not bad because it's only a cent per share. So this was basically like 40 cents to short these. So like, just like Tilray today was only like 10 cents for me to, and look at this thing. You'd think, oh, it breaks above, then it's going to come lower because it's breaking down, but it never fully breaks below the VWAP. It holds above, and now it's pushing higher, right? And if this thing breaks 425, watch out. But if it hits 425 and doesn't, then you can look for a short at that level. Like I said, I've been doing that all day, so I don't want to keep doing it. But pretty much every one of these was a winner, even if they're small. Still, OBSV was a good stock to me today, so was Tilray. Yeah, so I just couldn't get that on LIVE. And then when I was trading, what was the other stock that I was just looking at? Oh yeah, Plug, that I was just talking about when I was in the execution. So Plug was the other one that I was trading that same day. So I was shorting Plug here. This chart just doesn't want to. Alright. This is pre-market? No. Oh yeah. What? I'm so confused right now. What I was doing? What am I doing here? So I was doing what now? Oh, is this? Oh, what is happening? I'm like that. How is there that many shares? That is insanity. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this thing, but so yeah. Supposedly there's a million shares being covered here, I guess. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know why my chart's being so stupid. Looks like it's not showing me the 1 minute. It looks like it's showing me the hourly chart or something. I don't really understand. But anyway, oh, there we go. Alright. So this thing was, me trying to short the top here, top getting blown off, me covering into that, me trying to short the top again, going against me, covering again, shorting the top, covering for a win, shorting the top, covering again for a win, shorting again, covering again for a win. Yeah, so I guess this stock wasn't that bad. This was the same day I was trading LIVE though, so this stock was, I guess, decent, but then LIVE was a loser. But Alright. Well, that's gonna be that. I am going to get out of here. You guys have a good day, and feel free to like and subscribe, and be back at you with another video soon. Thanks.